Hello, my name is Romy Gordon Neely. Um, this is for my IDT 3600 class. The video that I watched was the elementary project Kindergarten Harvest. Um, let me forget. So the grade level in this is kindergarten students, and the point of this lesson is to teach kids how plants grow. The importance of teaching kids how plants grow is very important because if you give them book work, you can what's it called make this a little bit confusing because they won't understand how certain soils might not be good for this certain plant. Certain light, certain amount of lights can affect the plant in a positive and negative way, and much more. So teaching them this at a younger age is really great because they will understand it from that point on all the way to their future. Um, the teachers in question that led this was Jen Schultz. She's one of the teachers, and Diane Hawk. And the garden coordinator is Cindy Elliott. Um, this is a hands-on experience rather than just learning through a book. And I think you and I both know that learning from a book can be both beneficial and unbeneficial because of um, sorry, my mind's blinking. Both beneficial and unbeneficial because you have the facts written down, but you don't have that hands-on experience, which can help develop um, memories and make this a bit easier for testing and much more. So over time, they observed the growth over time while also keeping up with their data through drawings and more. So the drawings, they get to watch a plant become from this big to this big to this big to where it's to the full size and more. Um, and at the end of the whole experience, they actually get to enjoy the fruits and vegetables that they grew from the beginning of the year all the way to the end of the year. And this isn't from March all the way into that last month, so like May or June. This is from the literal start of the school year where they start to learn about soil, how the light affects the plants, and much more. And they get to grow this throughout the seasons, throughout that whole school year. And I think that's very beautiful. And what I saw was kids being mini scientists. They get to be their own little Bill Nye, the science guys, and all these little big scientists because they get to have that firsthand experience, that hands-on experience of why nature's beautiful. I saw teachers being hands-on with learning, and I saw a lot of group activity. The kids weren't working by themselves, they working with each other. They had the shovels, they're being cute little kids doing all that fun stuff that kids should be doing. um my thoughts behind this lesson is that it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like they're teaching the kids the beauty of nature, um and making everlasting memories with the students, because I know that I have my memories of learning about the moon. So seeing the eclipse yesterday threw me off. I'm like, oh, I remember when I was learning about the moons as a kid, blah blah blah. But also I'm having these flashbacks from when I was a kid learning about plants and nature and how plants grew. And I'm 20 years old, and that was over 15 years ago. I think this video came out in 2008, 2009, and I think that was about the years I started school, maybe a little bit after me. But I'm 20 years old having these memories, and I think that's really beautiful. I think that's really important. Um, and these are memories that last forever. Um, I do have a few questions, but they're not like bashing the lesson. Do have the question of what is the data of improvement from last year's lesson to this lesson. I want to know if the book work to hands-on work, if there was actually an improvement in growth and understanding within the students. Um, my second question is, what are improvements that they would have for next year's class? So even though they have everything set up so beautifully right now, how can they make this even better and help make this beautiful, even become bigger than it was this year for them, or well, the year that this was made? And my last question is, What do they do if the students' plants do not grow? Do they replace it for them? Because in my mind, I know like some plants just won't grow. Some kids won't take care of them a specific way, and um, the plant just won't grow. And that's okay because they're just kids. I'm not going to get mad at them. The teacher shouldn't get mad at them. But what do they do? Like, what do they have in place to make sure the kids are having a fun learning experience, but also they how are we protecting them from getting their feelings hurt, because their feelings are so fragile at that age. So if their friend's plant is growing and this person's kid's not plant's not growing, how do they handle that? Do they give them a new plant? Does the teacher have plants on standby? All that. So those are my main questions, and that's pretty much my whole presentation. Thank you for watching, and yeah.